So we're in our, I guess, fermentation phase because we've decided that not only are we doing sauerkraut, but we're doing kimchi. So we're going outside to get some more cabbage.
Let me pick one.
There was a juicy worm in that.
Oh, good.
Let me see.
It fell out already.
Mommy, can you pick?
Just whack it like a... There you go.
One shot. All right, we're back in the garden getting some cabbages for some kimchi.
Mommy, can
Look
you...
at that beautiful thing. Look at that baby on the inside. All right, there's one. We're just gonna go ahead and get the rest of Sarah's cabbage today because in the heat that we're having, it won't last too much longer.
Let me pick one.
And I am going to plant something else in its place.
Here, can you hold that?
Good job, big boy. What do you think of that cabbage, Toby?
Yeah.
You like it?
Yep. I like that cabbage in there.
You like that cabbage in there?
See.
Gosh, that is really pretty.
Let me see. Look at that little one.
All right, that's it for the cabbage, folks.
That is beautiful. Ah, I want to eat it right now. All right, Toby, you gonna carry that in for me?
Yep. I got the biggest cabbage.
You sure did.
We've got a helper in the kitchen today. I think that's the last one. We can use the rest. Good job, Bubby. Good job. Looks perfect. Off to the compost with these. All right, I'm gonna give you guys a slug close-up. So what happens when you pick veggies fresh from the garden is you might find a slug or two on your table afterwards. I want you to get this slug here. Take that slug outside.
All right, so we have the beginnings of kimchi. To save you guys some time, we went ahead and cut up all those cabbage that we just pulled out of the garden. These are our spines, those are our nubs. We didn't clean up, it's fine. So since we don't have a Mondo huge mixing bowl, whatever, we're using this stock pot and we put all of our pretty semi-julienne cabbage in here.
Would you say that's like 2.5 pounds?
Yeah, I'd say this is somewhere between 2.5, 3 pounds of cabbage. And that was three heads of cabbage from the garden. Well, 2.5, one of them was real small. It was adorable, all the kids gawked over it. And so now we're gonna take about half a cup of like warmish water and 1/4 cup of salt. Mix them together until the salt's dissolved. Alrighty, that's mostly dissolved. And we're gonna pour it over all of that. Oh, some of that was kind of thick in the bottom. Okay, that wasn't mostly dissolved at all. It's fine. It's like wet sand in here. But we're gonna work with that and we're gonna work it all in. Salty, cabbagey goodness. And as a side note, most people use Napa cabbage for kimchi, but obviously we didn't grow Napa cabbage, so this is what we're doing. Now that's gonna sit in the pot for about 1.5 to 2 hours until it gets nice and wilted. And while that's happening, we're gonna try and get some of the other stuff prepped up. We're gonna stick it in the food processor and blend the crap out of it. I mean, blend the fire out of it. All right, so now we're gonna do the fun part of the kimchi, which is all the flavors. So first I've got 1 bulb of garlic going in here and 1/2 of a sweet onion. red pepper. I'm gonna put, it's roughly a tablespoon. So we've got those in there. I'm gonna throw in about 1/8 of a cup of water. And then I'm just gonna blend it. Blend the fire out of it. Nobody saw that. Thank you, Toby. Alright, I'm gonna give this one more quick run through and then we're gonna add in the green peppers.
Did you mean to say green onions?
Yeah, sure did.
Okay.
I just can't. I can't. Why does it have to be clear? Thank you, Toby. Mine is black, so I can't forget it.
Mom, are you okay?
No. We're gonna put all of this paste into this bowl. Whew. This has a powerful aroma. Now we've just got some green onions that we're gonna throw in there with it. And once the cabbage is wilted down, we're gonna add all that in. But that's our flavor base right there. I mean, that's where most of the flavor for our kimchi is coming from. Is in that paste. Now I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna check on. Oh, sorry. I'm gonna check on our cabbage. Now, if you'll notice, it's gone down. It's wilted down about 3-4 inches already. So I'm gonna give it a little toss. So it's down to about half of the pot. We've got another 45 minutes or so before we're ready to drain this. Because with the kimchi, once it's wilted, you kind of clean off all that excess salt. So you put it through a colander, wash that off so it's not just super salty. So it'll be interesting to see how this little bit of flavor paste goes in that amount of cabbage. Alrighty, now here we've got our cabbage. Remember when we first salted it, it was about here? Well, it's about half that size now. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna do a quick drain it and rinse it, and then we're gonna put it back in this pot to mix the other stuff in before we can it up. All right. So all of our cabbage the salt has been rinsed off. So this is our garlic, onion, pepper paste. Make sure we get every little bit of that in there. Then we'll toss that all together. Don't be afraid to get your hands in your food either. Make sure that incorporates all over it. Because again, that's your flavor. So if your flavor's not in there, I mean, it's just gonna be, I don't even know what it's gonna be. Salty cabbage, I guess. All right. And now to canning. Alright, now we are about to stuff it in the jars, for lack of a better term. I've got all our seasoning and junk in there. So if you eat kimchi regularly, you'll know that it normally has a nice reddish color. Well, again, we didn't have the cayenne pepper. We just had crushed red pepper. So ours has the kick without the color. We've made 2 quart-sized jars completely packed full. And what we're gonna do is we are going to leave them overnight, test one of them in the morning, and you leave them just out on the counter. You don't refrigerate them. We'll test them in the morning and see if they're to our liking as far as the sourness goes. And if not, we can leave them for a whole other day. Once they're the way that we want them to taste, we stick them in the fridge, and according to the internet, it should last like a year in the fridge, maybe. So, hopes are high. All right, so the kimchi's been sitting for a couple of days. One of them actually kind of exploded on Sarah, but she put cheesecloth over it until I could get there. And so, I mean, now you can't even tell. Isn't it beautiful? But her kitchen smells like kimchi. So, I actually have my friend Ashley here. She loves kimchi.
Kimchi expert.
It is her soul food. And she is going to give us an honest opinion. I have not opened these. I haven't smelt them. Sarah has been the only one to have that privilege. And this one, I added some chili garlic paste to it. Some. A substantial amount of chili garlic paste because I have no chill. Here we go. Which one do you want to try first? Oh, we're going to try the hot one. Smell it.
It's gonna be good. It smells.
Oh, it smells good.
How does that compare to your father's? The smell. Just like your dad's? Okay.
Honestly.
It smells like a cross between like coleslaw and sauerkraut. So it's like in
It's like a
the middles in it. Work for you? I'm gonna try this one first.
It's really good. Now I need rice.
This one doesn't taste like much.
No, it's really good.
I feel like
It's double dip. I mean,
that's fine. We
That's-
lick the spoon.
So, how is the heat on that, Ashley? It's not overwhelming?
but it's good.
It's hot.
It's hot.
I like spicy.
You're gonna have to try this one too.
It was really good. The only little bit different is maybe a little bit more salt, just because I felt like that had a little bit more salt. But other than that, it's really delicious.
Well, our recipe said to make sure to rinse all the salt off.
Do you know if your dad rinses the salt off or not?
You know, I don't think he does,
Okay.
because I see him just, but they love a lot of salt.
I like this one.
I like that
Spicy.
one better. I like the more the red.
Yeah. I think
They're both good.
so. This one wound up kind of plain, needs more salt. So maybe next time we'll just pour the juice off. Maybe not rinse everything, but just pour the juices
That
out.
would be good. I agree with that.
So that is our first try at kimchi. We're gonna stick it in the fridge so it'll stop fermenting, and
Exploding.
I'm gonna make a jar of this to go home with Ashley because.
Or we could just send that one home. She could have it.
A spicy eye.
So if you like this, be sure to like, subscribe, comment, share, tell your friends, tell your mom, tell your mama's mom, tell everybody, and always remember to lick the spoon.